Some creatures look so terrifying that our instincts scream at us to run, hide, or never look back. But what if those frightening faces, creepy claws, and bizarre body shapes were actually disguises for some of the gentlest animals on Earth? Today, we're peeling back nature's mask to reveal 10 creatures that appear straight out of nightmares yet behave more like misunderstood softies than monsters. Welcome back to Top Wonder, the place where we uncover the hidden truths behind nature's most mysterious beings. In this countdown, you'll meet animals that look dangerous but pose little to no threat to humans. From strange mammals to eerie amphibians, each one proves that appearances can deceive. Let's discover the kindness behind the creepiness. Number 10. Naked Mole Rat, the wrinkled underground survivor. Few animals look as unsettling as the naked mole rat, hairless, wrinkled, and equipped with giant protruding teeth. At first glance, it resembles a creature from a sci-fi horror film, tunneling through darkness with a skeletal grin. But beneath that intimidating exterior lies an unexpectedly peaceful and cooperative animal. Naked mole rats live in massive underground colonies structured much like ant or bee societies. Instead of fighting, they work together, sharing food, digging tunnels, and caring for their queen. Despite their eerie appearance, they rarely show aggression and are surprisingly gentle toward their colony members. Even more fascinating, they possess superpowers, resistance to cancer, the ability to survive with almost no oxygen, and an extraordinary lifespan for a rodent. Their teeth look scary, but they're used almost exclusively for digging. So while their looks might send shivers down your spine, naked mole rats are among nature's most harmless and strangely impressive creatures, living proof that beauty is definitely not a requirement for survival. Number 9. AA, the nighttime mystery lemur. With bulging yellow eyes, bat-like ears, and an unnaturally long, skeletal middle finger, the AA has a reputation for being creepy, even cursed in some cultures. Traditionally feared in Madagascar, some believed that seeing an AA was an omen of death, but the truth is far from terrifying. AIs are gentle nocturnal lemurs with an unusual talent. They use their long finger to tap on wood, listening for hollow spaces where insects hide. Once detected, they pry the bugs out with surgical precision like nature's weirdest handyman. This odd technique makes them one of the most specialized feeders in the primate world. Despite their spooky look, AIs avoid confrontation. They're shy, quiet, and prefer retreating into the darkness rather than engaging with humans. Their appearance may echo folklore creatures, but their behavior is closer to a harmless insect hunter making its way through the night. Unfortunately, they are endangered due to habitat loss and superstition. The A reminds us that misunderstanding can be far more dangerous than any creature's appearance. Number 8. Star-nosed mole, the alien sniffer with a kind heart. If you've ever wondered what an alien might look like, meet the star-nosed mole. Its face is crowned with 20 fleshy tentacles arranged in a star shape, giving it one of the strangest appearances in the entire animal kingdom. Many people recoil at its bizarre looks, but this creature is anything but dangerous. Those tentacles are in T for attacking the super sensitive touch organs that allow the mole to see with its nose underground. In fact, it's the fastest eater in the world, identifying and consuming prey in as little as 8 milliseconds. But its diet consists mostly of insects, worms, and tiny invertebrates not humans, pets, or anything larger than a fingernail. Star-nosed moles are timid, blind, and spend their lives digging tunnels and searching for food. They avoid confrontation and rarely come to the surface, meaning the chances of encountering one are extremely low. If you did, it would simply scurry away. Its unsettling face hides an incredible evolutionary marvel, one of the most efficient, harmless diggers in nature. Scary, maybe at first glance. Dangerous, not at all. Number 7. Giant African millipede, the gentle giant of the underworld. Long, segmented, and crawling with hundreds of legs, The giant African millipede is enough to make even the bravest person shudder. Stretching up to 33 centimeters, it looks like a monstrous creature ready to swarm and bite. But this giant is shockingly peaceful. Unlike centipedes, which are venomous predators, millipedes are herbivores. They feed on decaying plants, playing a crucial role in recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. Their many legs don't help them attack, they simply help them move slowly and steadily through forest floors. When threatened, giant African millipedes don't bite or chase. Instead, they coil into a spiral, protecting their soft underside. They can release a mild defensive fluid, but it's far from dangerous to humans. Many people even keep them as pets because of their calm demeanor. Their frightening appearance is just nature's armor, impressive, but harmless. Where others rely on aggression to survive, this giant insect thrives through patience, camouflage, and peace. Number 6. Patoo bird, the ghost of the forest. With its gaping mouth, huge glowing eyes, and haunting expression, the patoo bird looks like a creature plucked from a nightmare. Perched motionless on broken branches, it resembles a living statue with an eerie presence. But the patoo isn't a ghostly predator, as one of the gentlest birds in the world. Patoos are masters of camouflage, mimicking tree stumps to perfection. They spend daylight hours completely still, blending seamlessly with their surroundings. At night, they awaken to hunt, but only insects. Their enormous mouths allow them to scoop moths and beetles mid-flight with surprising elegance. They never attack humans, animals, or even defend territory aggressively. Instead, their entire survival strategy is to avoid danger by hiding. Their haunting appearance is simply a side effect of their unusual anatomy and nocturnal lifestyle. But if you think the patoo is the strangest creature on this list, just wait until you meet the one coming next, an animal whose gigantic eyes make it look cute, creepy, and otherworldly all at once. Number 5. Tarsier, the wide-eyed night watcher. The tarsier looks like a mix between a gremlin, an alien, and a plush toy gone wrong. Its enormous eyes, which are each larger than its brain, give it a permanently startled expression that many find unsettling. But appearances aside, tarsiers are gentle, shy, and extremely sensitive primates. They are also extraordinary hunters, using their huge eyes to see in near total darkness. However, they specialize in catching insects, not confronting larger animals. Tarsiers are incapable of harming humans and generally flee at the slightest disturbance. They rely on agility, leaping several meters between branches with the grace of acrobats. Despite their slightly eerie facial features, tarsiers are emotionally fragile animals. Loud noises and bright lights can stress them to dangerous levels. Their survival strategy revolves around stealth, not aggression. They might look like tiny forest spirits watching from the treetops, but they are among the gentlest primates on Earth, timid, elusive, and deserving of protection rather than fear. Number 4. Sun bear, the misunderstood forest clown. With long curved claws, sharp teeth, and a permanently puzzled expression, the sun bear can look intimidating to those unfamiliar with it. But this small bear species, found in Southeast Asia, is surprisingly gentle compared to its larger relatives. Sun bears primarily eat fruit, honey, and insects. Their long claws, which appear menacing, are simply tools for climbing trees and peeling bark. Even their long snouts and big tongues, sometimes sticking out like a cartoon character, are adaptations for extracting termites and honey. Despite their potential to defend themselves, when threatened, sun bears generally avoid humans. They're shy, solitary, and prefer escaping into dense vegetation rather than confronting intruders. Much of their scary reputation comes from their unusual facial expressions, which often look exaggerated or human-like. Unfortunately, deforestation and illegal wildlife trade pose serious threats to this peaceful species. The sun bear may look fierce, but it is one of the forest's gentlest residents, more playful than predatory. Number 3. Horseshoe bat, the odd-faced night navigator. The horseshoe bat has a face many people find unsettling. Folds of skin shaped like a horseshoe, wide nostrils, and sharp-featured contours perfect for nighttime echolocation. But while its appearance may send chills down your spine, this bat is one of the mildest creatures in the animal kingdom. Horseshoe bats rely on highly specialized facial structures to emit sonar signals, allowing them to navigate complete darkness with pinpoint accuracy. They feed exclusively on insects, making them invaluable for pest control. Contrary to myths, they do not attack humans, suck blood, or get tangled in hair. These bats are timid and will flee at the slightest disturbance. Their scary mask is a perfect example of evolution doing what it must for survival, not intimidation. In fact, many caves and forests depend on them to maintain ecological balance. If you ever encounter one, it's far more afraid of you than you are of it. Their ghastly appearance hides a gentle heart and an important role in nature. Number 2. Axolotl, the eternal smile of the underwater world. Few creatures look more peculiar and oddly adorable than the axolotl, also known as the Mexican walking fish. With feathery external gills, a wide smiling mouth, and a larva-like body that never fully matures, it resembles a mythical water sprite frozen in time. But this smile isn't devious, it's simply how axolotls are built. Axolotls are incredibly peaceful amphibians that pose no threat to humans or animals larger than insects. They spend their days drifting, exploring, and occasionally hunting tiny prey. What makes them extraordinary is their unmatched regenerative ability. They can regrow limbs, organs, spinal tissue, and even parts of their brain. Their bizarre appearance has made them internet icons, but in the wild, axolotls are critically endangered. Pollution and habitat loss threaten their survival far more than any predator. They are living examples of nature's creativity, gentle, resilient, and endlessly fascinating. Number 1. Gharial, the long-snouted river guardian. With a long, narrow snout filled with more than 100 sharp teeth, the gharial might look like a river monster ready to strike. But despite its fearsome appearance, this crocodilian is one of the least dangerous to humans. Its slim snout is built for catching fish, not biting large animals. In fact, the gharial's jaws are too fragile to attack humans or livestock. They prefer lounging on sandbanks, swimming gracefully, and avoiding conflict whenever possible. Gharials are gentle giants, growing up to 6 meters while maintaining a calm, skittish nature. They retreat quickly when approached and rarely show aggression, even in defense. Sadly, their numbers have plummeted due to habitat loss and river pollution. This astonishing creature proves that even the most intimidating features can serve peaceful purposes. It's not a river predator of legend, it's a misunderstood guardian of the waterways. Nature is full of surprises, and these 10 creatures remind us that looks can be deceiving. Beneath intimidating faces, sharp features, or strange anatomy often lie gentle beings simply trying to survive. Which of these misunderstood animals fascinated you the most? Let us know below and subscribe to Top Wonder for more incredible stories hidden within our natural world.